Alright, so we're installing this Silvel diesel heater. It's 8 kilowatts. And we've drilled a hole through the floor to put the exhaust outside of the van. We want to drill a hole for the intake as well. We haven't done that yet. We're just going to fire it up and test it. But really all you have to do is drill 2 holes, one for the exhaust and one for the fresh air intake, unless you want to recirculate the warm air from inside, which is what we're going to do to just test this. And this comes with a positive and a negative wire. I added these alligator clips. These are just bare, it comes with just bare wire. So you're going to need something to attach it to your battery, either a ring clip or an alligator clip. The other ends of these wires do have ring clips which attach to the back of the unit, which makes it really easy. There's just a couple little hand screws that you tighten on there. And then, like I said, you're going to attach your own stuff to this end. But let's go ahead and fire this thing up for the first time. We've never used this before, so I'm going to go ahead and connect the negative and then the positive. And it looks good. The unit is turning on, or the screen has come on, I mean. It's got a little screen cover on there. I don't know if I can get that off right now.
Maybe we should just leave.
I guess I should read the instructions first, but let's just go ahead and hit power on and see if it fires up. I have added diesel in here, so this should be good to go. We have the fan has cut on. The fan's cut on, so this is blowing air out. The air is obviously still cold. You can see the sensors down here. I believe there's bars that pop up and illuminate as it starts creating heat. At this point, the diesel fuel has probably not reached the combustion area yet. It's probably still getting sucked through the hose. It's a little too dark for me to see, but generally when you start a new device, it takes a few seconds for the fuel to get sucked into the ignition chamber for it to actually start creating heat, but that should happen here momentarily. Alright, so the fan speed has increased. The air temperature is slowly getting warmer. We still don't have a lot of bars of heat, but I wanted to show you guys the clicking noise. I've seen in other reviews that this fuel pump clicks, and it certainly does. That's quite a bit of noise coming from that pump. I don't know if it's going to quiet down as the unit heats up or not, but just to make you aware, it does click pretty significantly. Alright, so the unit's been running 25 minutes. You can see it's got a timer here that shows you how long it's been running, and this thing is blowing some serious heat. I mean, I can barely keep my hand in front of this thing. It's got to be like several hundred degree air coming out of there. I mean, that is hot, and it seems to have warmed up. We're still working on the van here, but it's warmed up this entire van in about 15 or 20 minutes. The whole thing is at a very comfortable temperature. I don't have a thermometer, but it's probably close to 70 degrees in here after about 25 minutes. So far the unit is working great, and as you can hear, the clicking has subsided. So that clicking just seemed to be, I don't know if it was so loud because it was priming the line. We didn't prime the line probably before we turned it on. We just went ahead and turned it on and let it suck the fuel through. So it's probably tapping a little bit louder and clicking as it was getting the fuel, and then now that it's got the fuel, it has definitely quieted down. And you can hear the fan noise, but if I turn the fan down to low, this thing barely makes any noise at all besides just a little bit of airflow coming out. And again, that is super hot. So I gotta say, great little unit so far.